everybody, my name is Daniel, and today I'm going to give you some information about hand washing, and I'm going to show you a demo on how to wash your hands properly. And this is even more important during these critical times and during these odd times of the world. So I'm going to set up the camera first. Okay, so you might be wondering why we should wash our hands. So washing hands keeps you healthy and prevents the spread of germs and diseases. And we can't only use water, we have to use soap. Because we use soap to break down germ-carrying oils, because water cannot do that by itself. We also have to remove other germs. So you might be wondering who has to wash their hands. So everybody has to wash their hands, no matter if you're before and after eating, after using the restroom, after handling contaminated items such as money, after removing gloves, and whenever you think that your hands aren't that clean. And some healthcare professionals that have to use hand washing will be surgeons, dermatologists, and family physicians. So where do we wash our hands and when do we wash our hands? So we have to wash our hands in a washroom and in a healthcare setting whenever following client contact. And we can also wash our hands wherever there's a sink and soap, towels, and a garbage pan. Okay. And in a healthcare setting, whenever following client contact, we have to wash our hands because healthcare professionals come into close contact with patients and they must wash hands to stop the spread of infection from patient to patient, and they also have to protect themselves. Okay, so we're going to start the steps of hand washing. So the first thing we have to do is roll up our sleeves. And then we have to place any jewelry or bandages on paper towels, but I don't have any, so I'm going to proceed to the next step. Now we're going to adjust the water temperature to ensure that it's not too warm and not too cold, so it's lukewarm. So the first thing we're going to do is rinse our hands. And now we're going to get some soap, and we have to use liquid soap. We can't use bar soap in a healthcare setting, because if we use bar soap can be easily contaminated. So I'm going to rub my hands and create a lather. The second thing I'm going to do is wash the back of my hand. And then I'm going to wash, and meanwhile I'm going to wash in between my fingers, because that's where most of the disease on your hands goes untreated. So I'm going to do that first on my left hand. And now I'm going to do it on my right hand. And this thing together should take 15 to 30 seconds minimum. So now I'm going to wash the nail area of my right hand by doing a motion like this on my other hand. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other hand. Now I'm going to rinse my hands with the water at a lukewarm temperature. From wrist to fingertips thoroughly, with the water running off my fingertips. So when all the soap is off now, I'm going to get a paper towel. I'm going to pat my hands down. We don't want to rub our hands with the paper towels, because that could potentially be rough on our skin. So when my hands are dry, I'm going to turn off this tap with the paper towel to make sure that I don't get recontaminated again by touching the tap again that I use my dirty hands with. Now I'm going to wipe the area around to make sure I don't make a mess. Now I'm going to dispose of those paper towels in a garbage can. So normally we would cover all the cuts that we had with bandages, or we can apply lotion, or we can put our jewelry back on, but I don't have that, so that's no need for me. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video.
about, and I hope you learned something about hand washing.